Hi, it's week 3, assignment part 1 for the CMN 6015 Professor Scheib's Winter 2014 class. I will talk today about Foursquare. So what is Foursquare? Well, based on the name Foursquare, my first association, was telling me it must be something with connections, places, as a square is something closed and, connected. So what is really a Foursquare? Foursquare is a free app that helps you and your friends make the most of where you are. It is a location-based social networking website for mobile devices such as smartphones. Location is based on GPS hardware in the mobile device, or network location provided by the application, and the map is based on data from the OpenStreetMap project. When you're out, you can use Foursquare to share and to save the places you visited. And when you are looking for inspiration for what to do next, Foursquare gives you personalized recommendations and deals based on where you, your friends, and people with your taste have been. This is also great when you're visiting a new place, meaning new city, and you don't know where to go, so you can look it up on Foursquare. All you have to do is to check in when you walk up to one of the places that are part of the Foursquare platform around the world. Each check-in awards the user points and sometimes badges. The user who checks in the most often to a venue during a 60-day period becomes the mayor. This stimulates users to keep coming back to places, businesses. In return, these businesses reward the most loyal users for spreading the fame by vouchers, discounts, and freebies. So, it's a great deal for both sides. Now it's time for some information about the history of Foursquare, of the few years they have been around. The platform was created by Dennis Crowley and Naveen Selvadurai. Dennis is from Massachusetts, he's 37, and he did his undergraduate at Syracuse University and his master's degree at New York University. On the other hand, Naveen comes from Chennai, India, where he was born in 1982, and he got his education in London, UK, and also at the Worcester Polytechnic Institute in the US. These two Foursquare co-founders met in 2007 while working in the same office space, but not the same company, in New York City. They were working on the creation of Foursquare platform at Dennis' kitchen table in New York East Village, and also in various cafes and bars in that part of Manhattan. Dennis actually has a little, part of the website of Foursquare details all the pubs and restaurants that they used during this part of the creation of Foursquare. They began building the first version of Foursquare in fall 2008, and the big day came on March 11, 2009, when they launched Foursquare at South by Southwest, which is a set of film, interactive, and music festivals and conferences organized each spring in Austin, Texas. In fact, Dennis first came up with Dodgeball.com, a similar project to Foursquare, as his graduate thesis project in the interactive telecommunications program at New York University. Google bought Dodgeball in 2005 and shut it down in 2009, replacing it with Google Latitude. Dodgeball user interactions were based on SMS technology rather than an application, which is how Foursquare works these days. Now it is a good time for some quick facts and numbers. As of January 2014, Foursquare community includes over 45 million people worldwide. Thus far, there have been over 5 billion check-ins, millions more every day. There are currently over 1.6 million businesses using the merchant platform. And Foursquare employs over 170 people between headquarters in New York, an office in San Francisco, and the UK outpost in London. And they are still hiring, so maybe look up their website for some openings. As I already mentioned earlier, Foursquare is worldwide. Foursquare currently runs in the US and in another 19 countries around the world. The strong point of Foursquare is that male and female users are equally represented on this platform. Moreover, around half of the users are outside of the US, thanks to the fact that the platform is available besides in English also in 11 other languages. Since 2011, these languages include Deutsch, Francais, Indonesian, Italiano, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, Espanol, Thai, Japanese, and since 2012 also Turkish language. Foursquare is a private company. The full name is Foursquare Labs Incorporated. But who are the Foursquare's investors? These include Union Square Ventures, O'Reilly Alpha Tech Ventures, Andreessen Horowitz, Spark Capital, DFJ Grove, Small Cap World Fund, and other investors. Foursquare has thus far done 4 series of funding, A, B, C, and D. The D round of funding raised 35 million in Series D, as I already said, at the end of 2013, which came less than a year after it raised 41 million in the previous financing round. Foursquare's financing is currently around $150 million, and the company's valuation is just over $600 million. When I was trying to learn as much as possible about Foursquare, I was browsing the platform for various categories. You can find and use the following categories on Foursquare. Best nearby. That's what Foursquare's recommendations for right now are. Specials. That means freebies and discounts that are being offered by participating businesses when you check in for the first time or you come back to your favorite place. And then the usual categories such as food, nightlife, coffee, shopping, sites, art, outdoors, and also trending, what is really hot and popular at the moment. And you can also save your recent search items and see the recently opened places on your Foursquare account. Foursquare is simply the perfect companion. Now the important question, what can developers do with Foursquare these days? They can search for venues in a specific area, they can connect with Foursquare users, they can know when somebody checks in, and they can also get global streaming check-in data. The beauty of Foursquare is that any kind of company, if it is a small one or a national chain or brand, Foursquare can provide such a company with tools to engage with their customers and fans. Foursquare has been criticized, however, in the past for lack of monetization opportunities. So in 2013, Foursquare has really focused on this and pushed forward a lot of advertising opportunities for businesses. It is possible to advertise on Foursquare. Advertising for local businesses is, in my opinion, particularly effective and smart. Foursquare shows the ad of a particular business to potential customers of that particular area who are ready to spend. The local businesses won't pay a cent for the actual ad to be shown, but the payment is based on when people start acting on that ad, which I find very fair, and it's just something that everybody should be doing, in my opinion. Overall, the feature that I particularly like about Foursquare is the possibility to quickly look up what restaurant or any kind of business, in fact, is located in a certain town or in a certain street. Like that, I can decide where to go, plus I can read the recommendations or feedback of the other Foursquare users. On the other hand, what I see as a problem is that everybody has a different taste, right? So if somebody recommends certain type of food, maybe I will not like it. Moreover, even more concerning to me are the privacy issues. On one hand, we are worried about when we leave our property behind and we go for holidays, but at the same time we are willingly telling everyone online where we are and that we are not at home, right? Moreover, for women, this can be also very tricky in terms of potential stalkers or any problems with safety. Foursquare keeps growing, so what are the potential future moves for this platform, in my opinion? I believe Foursquare could spread their activities and include the airline industry. The current frequent flyer programs could be transferred into Foursquare system, where the airline passengers would simply check in, well, obviously first at the actual airport check-in to get their boarding pass and to give their luggage, but also at the Foursquare check-in, and the miles would be easily collected this way without having to carry a plastic card saying gold lever frequent flyer. like that the airlines could quickly see where their passengers are flying, how often. It could be simply all integrated. Second one that I am a big believer of is to use Foursquare more in terms of the sports industry. All the professional sporting leagues and events could use Foursquare as a way to follow their fans and customers. Like that, it would be easy to see how many times, for example, Joe from Queens went to Yankees game. It would allow for an easier interaction between sports teams and their fans. And then one more recommendation that I have. Please bear 1 second with me for that one. And it's the pet and the owner's pet owners. Maybe it would be great to include also where, pets are playing and like that, we can get also our four-leg friends included because, just like us humans, we like to know where somebody is or where our friends are currently sitting and what they're eating. So this would be a good one as well. As I researched online, even such a fashion icon as Karl Lagerfeld has a cat named Choupette, and she has a Twitter account, so I'm sure she would agree, and hopefully she will reply on her personal iPad. All right, have a nice day. Take care.